Hey guys, so today we're just going to be discussing, having a little chit chat about how Hot Mess Express came to be.
So, if you want to learn about our little story, then
Get to
keep
know
on
us.
watching.
So, how did we get started filming? Well, it all started with a little something called Cafe and Tequila.
I was cafe, and obviously she was tequila.
Oh gosh, yeah, you needed the cafe,
And you drank more cafe than I did, and I drank more tequila than you did.
I don't drink alcohol ever.
But
Barely, but tequila, definitely not. But we, like, that's how this started. Even though that was something completely different to this, I feel like that's how it's all started. We, like, I don't even know how exactly it started. We were talking about...
The blogs and the Instagrams, they weren't as popular as they are right now, but they were popular because we were introduced to it more with our job. We were introduced to more bloggers and things like that. So I think we were just kind of in that rut where we were like, we need to be inspired. We want to do this.
And we wanted something new. Like, we love our jobs, but we wanted something consistent, but that's also different than our day-to-day, like doing hair, makeup, and stuff like that. So I don't know how we were just hanging out.
Almost like a passion project.
Yeah, like something just for fun. And I feel like we were just talking about it one day when I was at her house, and like we're like, oh, let's start a blog. And then so we came up with the name, which took us forever. And we came up with Cafe and Tequila
because, mind you, we were not just thinking of a name like how people just think of a name and they're like, oh, this is my business name. We were thinking of names and also searching the domains to make sure they were.
We were like legit. We were in it. Like, we wanted to be in it, and we're like looking for different. We went through, like, I don't even know how many names, and like we're like, okay, so it's like a blog situation. We're gonna do a blog. We're gonna do pictures and stuff like that. And like we went as far as to meet up with.
Oh, we met with a logo maker. Basically.
No, it has a name.
She was a logo maker.
Graphic designer. Oh. We met up with a graphic No, because we're so stupid. We're like, what is that?
And I'm like, it's a logo maker.
It's a graphic designer. We met up with a graphic designer. She was very sweet.
Yeah.
And we were telling her our ideas, and she was giving us feedback, and like she like contacted us and let us know like, oh, this is what I can do for you. What are you thinking? And like, obviously, Cafe and Tequila never.
But even before that, after we did the domains and everything, we were like, okay, we're serious. We're like, we're making a WordPress. We're making an Instagram. We're making a Twitter. I don't think
we were gonna decorate one of the rooms in her house, and that was gonna be like our little studio beauty room situation. For like, we were even gonna buy desks so we can have like adjoining desks so we can work on the computers at the same time. Like we were gonna have our own little WeWork space, or like, right? So we were really dedicated to it at the moment, and then
life happened.
I feel like
I ghosted.
Like,
but I ghost a lot. Like a trait.
Oh, that is something to look forward to on this channel. But no, like, she just stopped, and then like I don't even know why we thought of blogs. I guess because everybody's like, oh, I'm a blogger, and I was like, oh, a blog, but that's not something I like to do. I'm not a writer. I love to read, but I'm not like a writer, and I don't like to write about my experience.
And embellish like a sentence to 5
like
paragraphs.
I don't know if you guys know me, but I'm very blunt and to the point. I'm like, this is what I did. That's how I felt. That's it. Like, so to me, like, to write, to write something and like, oh, I experienced this taco at this taco stand and it was breathtaking. Like, I don't know how to. I'd be like, that taco was good.
Yeah, but we've had some breathtaking tacos.
Yeah, we've had some really, and we actually I posted something on we even had like our own little website. Like, I mean, it was with WordPress, I think.
It was WordPress.
I did a blog post. I uploaded pictures. We went and took pictures. Like,
we made, what was it, a DIY scrub?
We did it. Oh my God, that took us forever. Because we're like, oh God, the pictures aren't coming right. Like, we were trying really hard, but I think at the end of the day, that's not something that
It felt more like work instead of like a passion project.
Well, and I think it's not something that we were interested in, like blogging. That's not.
That's not what we wanted to do.
Like, I talk more than I write. Like it's one thing. Like I feel like blogging is an outlet for people who want to be writers and things like that, or like critics, like like a food critic. That a blog is a good way to start, but that's not something that we were interested in. So I think it's, besides her ghosting, like it slowly fizzled from there, and then
even if I was to ghost, but you were passionate about it, you would have stuck.
I would have,
Yeah.
and I tried, and I remember like my boyfriend was like, "Oh, just like do it." I'm like, "Oh, it's just like whatever." Like I just wasn't. I feel like I wanted something extra to do. I did want like somebody to share it with, but also like, so not all the responsibilities on me, but like it just, that wasn't it. We thought that was it. We're like, oh, blogging, that's where it's at right now. But like, that's just, to be honest, like now I'm just gonna be dead ass honest. I don't even think I've ever read a blog. So I'm like,
true.
I've never, like, I hear about people blogging, but I've never really read a blog. Like I might have glanced over one.
No, when I go to people's blogs, especially the people that we meet, I look at the pictures.
Yeah, it's just pictures. Like we're
there's paragraphs there.
No, I'm saying we're more interested in the pictures.
Yeah.
Like we're more visual, and
we're like, wow, that picture is crisp, or oh, that is blurry.
And then like if the picture's interesting, I might read a little bit, but not really. Like it's just, I guess we're in a more visual world. So
and when you think about it, we watch more YouTube than we
I love watching YouTube
vlogs. Like we're invested in some of these people.
Like I know you.
Yeah.
We're friends. Jacqueline Hill,
Desi Perkins,
Katie. Me and Katie are sisters.
She didn't even know.
And Jacqueline's friend Jackie, I think the same woman birthed us, because she's like, have you seen her like in her video?
No, she's a little into it.
She's like crazy. Like I just, because she's like on her Snapchat and stuff like that. She's like the cutest thing, but like we get emotionally invested in, it's like a movie. Like sometimes you get emotionally invested in characters, but this is more real life, even though some of it isn't. But like it's just, I don't know, it's like a more personal connection. So whatever, that fizzled. And then like, I don't even know why, one day I think you texted me and you're like, oh, are you working?
I did.
You're like, are you working on Tuesday? And I'm like, oh.
You're like,
just in the morning.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, do you want to do a photo shoot where you do your
Why do you make me sound like I have an attitude? Okay, but.
Okay, pero like, she's like, do you want, like, I'll do your hair, you do your makeup, and we'll take pictures, and we can like have content for our Instagram, because I'm horrible with Instagram too. Like I need to learn how to do that, especially in our business. We need that.
We both need to learn
but
how to post more.
I'm worse than you.
You really are. And people fully have commented on my pictures, why haven't you posted in a month?
Yeah, me, it's like, is she alive? Because I feel like I haven't posted, my personal one, I hadn't posted in a year, over a year.
I know, I went to it. And I was like, this picture is old. I'm
She's
supposed
like,
to blow dust off this.
You're like, girl, I didn't even know you when you looked like that. It's like, so like, whatever, and we're like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, I'll just take the rest of the day off, because we just like have a flexible schedule like that. So I went over to her house.
It was me and Vanessa.
Well, Vanessa wasn't even supposed to, like, because she was working, and then she called me while I was finishing my appointment and going to her house. She's like, I have another appointment, but I don't have one until 4, and I have a couple hours. I'm like, oh, come, why don't you go to Amanda's house? Yeah. And she's like, I don't know, I have to call and see if she's home. I'm like, she's home. And she's like, I'm heading there now. She's like, oh, thanks for inviting me.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever, we all went to the house, and then like instead of doing my own makeup, I'm like, oh, Vanessa, you want to do my makeup? And she's like, oh, okay, just like to get everybody.
Erica's a psycho with her makeup, so that was a big deal.
I don't like people touching my friggin' face. Like,
no, not even just that, with your kid.
Oh, well, because like, be sanitary, stop it. Like, don't be gross. So I'm very anal. Like, my kid is very organized. It's very clean. I have clients that are like, oh my god, your kid is very clean. Because I
feel like everyone who touches your face's kid should be clean.
I think so. Like, if I saw a dirty ass kid, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe today I don't want somebody else to do. Like, it just should be. That's just So then, Amanda did my hair. Vanessa, we were just like joking around, taking pictures. It was hot AF.
I mean, it was a little toasty out.
We had like Jurassic Park going on because she had like some freaking lizard walking like a human being. That was traumatizing. I'm still not over it. Like, it was walking straight up like on its hind legs, like a person like going to work. Like,
no, it didn't like walk. It ran. On 2 legs.
I thought like those animals were only, because I've seen it like on National Geographic, it's like in Africa, and they're like running over the water. No, it's.
I live in National Geographic.
Apparently, they're all there. So we just had so much fun. We're like, oh, we're so awesome. We should have a YouTube. We're hilarious.
And then basically after that day, we decided, we were like, okay, next week on this day, 1 week from today, we're gonna go and we're gonna film and we're gonna do this. And surprisingly, we all came. No one canceled.
It was early, like early for a day off.
Yeah, you know? It was 10 a.m.
It's far because this is not technically in Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like 3 hours away, but it's just like
we're just out of the way right now.
It's just like out of the way, but this is a place where we can film. We have the whole place to ourselves for most of the day. It's quiet, so we don't have to deal with like noise. It's ideal for shooting. We have like different locations.
It's basically our entire studio.
This whole house is our studio.
Yeah.
Especially for the next 2 weeks, it's really like the whole house is our studio.
It's really like grind time.
But I think that like once we started filming, like I don't know, it like sparked something. I got so excited about it. Like I don't know.
And you could tell in our filming, like we're happy, we're excited. Like this is our outlet. This is something that we love to do.
And like we come in joking in the morning. I'm not a morning person. But like in the morning when we do this, I'm like in a good mood. I'm like, okay.
Only if she has Starbucks.
No, as long as I have food, it doesn't have to be from Starbucks. But if everybody else gets Starbucks and nobody got Starbucks.
Exactly. If she has FOMO from Starbucks.
Yeah, because my Starbucks is like out of the way coming here. There's not one like on the way, so you know it's nice when people
Maybe they should put one where McDonald's is.
They should definitely have one closer. But I don't know. Like we started filming, and I think it's like morphing. We thought like it was just gonna be beauty, but I think it's more
our lifestyle. Just more of everything that encompasses us. Like I feel like in the beginning, like we had this idea of what a channel should be versus who we are.
Yeah, because we thought oh, we're gonna have to do like tutorial after tutorial, and I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't want that to be the basis of, and other people's YouTube channels are just tutorials, and I enjoy watching them. It's just like, I don't enjoy doing that every single time. I feel like,
and we don't want this to be anything forced. We want it to be natural. We want it to still be our passion, something that we have fun doing.
Yeah, like I still have fun, and like the crazy part is, my boyfriend, he like is in production and he does camera work, lighting. He's worked on like shows and movies and stuff like that. I mean, he's not a director or anything, but like he just like works in that, and he has like I mean, maybe one day, but not today. But no, he has gear he rents out. Actually, we're using his gear. That's why things are so we're using his, yeah, and I feel like that also added, since we had that like ready and available to us, it was easier. Like that's one less thing that we had to like look into doing. Like okay,
and like researching and to
like,
make sure it was okay,
and then like paying for it, because like this is like something we didn't have to pay for, obviously. Like we have other cameras, but those are more for like shooting
pictures.
I mean, we can use that, but this is like it just made everything more easier, and he also helped me, which in turn I explained it to Amanda, and like we're like, I feel like we even get excited setting up the freaking camera.
No, we do get excited.
We're like, oh my god, we're professionals, we should definitely be paid for this. I'm like, ooh, let me white balance. Let me show you what I just learned last night. I'm white balancing.
8 hours ago I learned this. So.
And like it's exciting, and I'm like, oh, the worst part is gonna be editing. And like I thought that I was gonna hate that, and like sometimes I'll be talking to my boyfriend. I'm like, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm editing. He's like, oh, that sucks. I'm like, no, I'm having so much fun. And I'm not a good editor. I just started, and I'm using iMovie.
But it comes out pretty freaking awesome.
I think it helps that the camera's good, and like he helped us like with lighting and like how to figure certain things out. I mean, we're not the best at it because he's not here, but you know, we can ask him questions. But like even
for the most part, like he's given enough direction where we could finagle it ourselves and be proud of like the work and the content.
Yeah, and we feel like we did it ourselves.
Exactly.
We didn't have any help. But like even like the boring stuff to certain people, like editing, I find fun. And like even like when we're not filming, we're like, okay, so what are we gonna film next week or whatever.
Yeah.
Like today we have filmed 4 videos or 5.
Well, we're gonna film one more.
So like we're filming 5 videos today, and it doesn't feel like forced. Like, oh my god, we have to film another video. Like we're having fun doing it. So I think that this is the piece that was missing in Cafe and Tequila.
Yeah.
It has like the spirit of what we wanted in Cafe and Tequila, but
it has a piece of Cafe and Tequila.
Cafe and Tequila will always be in us. But I think this is just a better outlet for us, like for our personalities, because we're more talkative.
We're super serious.
We're talkative. We don't want to be writing stuff.
No, this is just more,
natural.
Yeah, not forced.
And that's one thing. Like I feel like when you have to force it, it's like not. There's no point. Like you're working, but you're like working to just be miserable, because at least at work you're hopefully getting paid.
Yeah.
Here it would be just we'd be doing this, and there would be no reason or no positive reinforcement to do it. Like we're not getting paid.
Yeah.
We don't like doing it, so why would we?
And don't get us wrong, like we love our jobs. Like we're fortunate enough.
No, I do.
She's like,
no, I was just listening. I do.
I love our
it.
jobs. Like we're fortunate enough to have the time to do this, so it's not like we're like cramming and rushing to do this. And
we have flexible schedules.
Yeah, and we could do this and be happy about it and have fun and come here and just like.
I think it's a different aspect of what we do, because even though we do hair and makeup, this is another like just creative,
like a little avenue.
Yeah, like we can discuss the things that we do, the shows that we've done. Like it's just a little bit of everything, and I don't know. I think like we even get excited like decorating. It's
all aspects of it is just fun because it's creative. Like we're creative people, and we want to bring that to our channel and just show you all of the elements of us.
Yeah, and even though we enjoy what we do, because we wouldn't do it otherwise, I think we needed a creative outlet to like just do something different, because even though we love what we do, sometimes it can get repetitive, because we might have like the same clients I have certain clients that I do every week, and whatever, they're sweet and it's nice to do them. I'm in and out, and it's good money because
But you could do their hair with your eyes closed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just feel like all of us needed like a little something extra, a little special, and a little different to look forward to. I think. So I think that's the story of HauteMesssExpress.
Oh no, because how did we come up with the name?
Oh, because we're a hot mess, and I always say HauteMesssExpress. I always say that to my sisters, and like the first time I said it to my sister, she's like, "Oh my God, that's funny." She's like, "You're hilarious.
You're a hoot."
You're a
I didn't realize how many more HauteMesssExpresses there were in this world.
I know, I was like and like when we got in it, and we're like looking up Instagram pages and YouTube, and even my boyfriend was like, "Have you checked the domain name? You might be a little bit upset." Like even he was excited for us. So like he looked up the domain name, and we're still like in the process of like searching how to do certain things, because we're trying to be professional about this, even though it's fun. But it's like even the pain in the butt parts we enjoy doing. So I know like
I haven't found a pain in the butt part.
Well,
yet.
like pain in the butt, like looking for the names and how we're gonna like name it. Like
that was kind of annoying. That was quite annoying.
That was irritating, because we're like, okay, we'll spell it this way.
But even when we came up with it, we were like, oh
yes. And that's the thing with Cafe and Tequila. I would like something and she hated it. She's like, oh, how about this? I'm like, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And it was just, we settled on Cafe and Tequila. I don't think either of us really loved the name.
We kind of grew into it more so.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that's it. Like when we said HauteMesssExpress, and we were just joking, because we were filming, we didn't know what we were gonna name it yet. I'm like, ooh, we're the HauteMesssExpress, and then
but then it started being a song.
The HauteMesssExpress. I don't know. We have a beat. We're gonna make a song. But like even when I said HauteMesssExpress, you're like, oh, that's good. I'm like, but we are the Hot Mess, and we kept saying it. And we're like, are we just the HauteMesssExpress?
Yeah, we're like, this is us. This is like something that
down here.
That hurt.
So yeah, that's how HauteMesssExpress came to be.
And here we are. Now you know how HauteMesssExpress came to be.
So if you would like to follow us on this journey, don't forget to
like,
subscribe,
comment,
follow.
All of our descriptions will be in the description box
down below. So we'll see you guys next time, and we're out. Hello guys, today on Behind the Camera, we will be discussing how HauteMesssExpress came to be. Stay tuned.
Dun dun dun!
Hey guys, so welcome to the HauteMesss.